Iron strengthens iron is not a slogan. It is a claim about how men actually change and a standard for the kind of man this work is trying to build. So let me tell you plainly what it is in three parts: the mission, the man, and the movement. The mission first. There is a quiet crisis among men, and it is not a crisis of strength. Most men are not weak, they are unsteady. They were handed a pile of contradictory instructions about what a man is supposed to be. Carry everything and ask for nothing. Lead without ever being led. Stay silent about the weight you are under. That is not a recipe for resilience. It is a recipe for pressure with no release. And pressure with no release eventually turns inward and damages the very people a man is trying to protect. So the mission is simple. Build a place where men can see themselves honestly, do the hard work, and become steady. So the people who depend on them get a man who holds, instead of a man who is quietly cracking. Now the man. I do this work because I have sat with too many men who look strong on the outside and were coming apart on the inside. And because I have done my own version of that coming apart and had to rebuild. I am not here as someone who has it all handled. I am here as someone who found a sequence that works, tested it in real lives under real pressure, and refuses to let good men keep failing for lack of a path. The framework I teach, the Alive Code, did not come out of a textbook. It came out of the arena, refined by men who were willing to do the work when it cost them something. And now the movement. Here is what iron strengthens iron actually means, past the wordplay. Iron left alone does not get sharper. It gets driven against something as hard as itself, and both pieces come out stronger for the friction. Strength is not built in isolation, and it is not built in performance. It is built in honest contact with other men who are walking the same road and who have agreed to sharpen each other. That is the movement. Men who rise instead of react, who respond instead of collapse, who lead instead of drift, and who show up instead of disappear. Not loud men, steady ones. If you are looking for hype, this is the wrong place. If you are looking for someone to do the work for you, there is no such person. But if you are a man who is tired of drifting and ready to become the kind of man who holds, then you are exactly where you are supposed to be. That is the whole invitation. So here is your work. Ask yourself one honest question and do not rush the answer. In the last hard season of your life, did the people who depend on you get a man who held or a man who was quietly cracking? Then name one specific thing you would need to change to be the first kind of man next time. Not the whole list. One thing. Start there this week. And if tonight this surfaces something heavy, you do not have to carry it alone. In the United States, you can call or text 988 anytime. If you want to know where you actually stand, step through the door. Go to door.ironstrengthens.in and take the free readiness assessment. It is the honest first step. Then sit with this. What have you been carrying alone that you were never meant to carry alone? And what would it really cost you to let one other man help you carry it? This is the mission, the man, and the movement. This is iron strengthens iron. And as iron strengthens iron, one man strengthens another. I will see you at the next rep.